I think I messed up. Big time. You know that feeling when your stomach drops, your heart pounds, and you realize your whole world might be about to change? That's where I am right now. It's like I'm standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down, and I can't see the bottom. I keep replaying everything in my head, wondering if I missed the signs, if I could have done something differently, or if this was always going to happen no matter what I did. What would you do if the two people you trusted most betrayed you together? Imagine the pain of realizing that your safe place, your home, is suddenly filled with secrets and lies. So, a Reddit user shared her heartbreaking story on r true off my chest, and it's the kind of confession that makes you stop and think about the people closest to you. Sometimes the people we let into our lives the deepest are the ones who can hurt us the most. She's a mom of 4, juggling the chaos and joy of raising kids, and she thought she had a partner she could count on. Her husband was her rock, or so she believed. But the truth was far more painful. He was cheating on her, and not just with anyone, but with her best friend. The same best friend who was also the godmother to their children. The betrayal cut even deeper because it wasn't just her marriage at stake. It was her entire sense of family, trust, and friendship. One night, after what seemed like a normal family dinner, she stepped outside and saw them. Her husband and her best friend making out in the driveway, completely unaware that she was watching. The shock was paralyzing. In that moment, her world shattered. She felt like she was living someone else's nightmare, unable to move or even breathe. Shocked and devastated, she didn't scream or confront them right away. Instead, she kept quiet, collected proof, and tried to hold it together for her kids. Every day she put on a brave face, hiding her pain behind forced smiles and silent tears. She started documenting everything, taking photos, saving messages, and building a case. Because deep down she knew she had to protect herself and her children from the fallout that was coming. Instead of confronting them immediately, she made a plan. She spoke to a lawyer, wanting to know her rights and how to keep her kids safe. She leaned on her sister-in-law, the only person she felt she could trust, and together they mapped out the next steps. She started quietly moving money, making copies of important documents, and preparing for the day when everything would come crashing down. It was a lonely, terrifying process. But she refused to let her pain make her reckless. When her husband returned from a business trip, she finally decided it was time. She sat him down at the kitchen table, her hands shaking, her heart racing. She confronted him with the evidence she'd gathered, her voice steady, even as her world spun out of control. She demanded the truth, no more lies, no more excuses. He admitted everything. The affair had lasted 10 years. 10 years, a decade of secrets, of stolen moments, of betrayal right under her nose. She felt every year like a fresh wound, reopening old memories and making her question every moment they'd shared as a family. The weight of that confession was almost too much to bear. That was the last straw. She packed his things, her hands trembling with anger and heartbreak, and told him to leave. She insisted he come clean to the best friend's husband too. No more secrets, no more lies. She wanted everyone to know the truth, even if it meant tearing apart two families. It was the only way forward. The aftermath was ugly. There were screaming matches, tears, and broken trust everywhere. The home that once felt safe was now filled with raw emotions and painful memories. But through all the chaos, there was a strange sense of relief. At least now, everything was out in the open. There was no more pretending. Fast forward a year, she's divorced, living closer to her family, and slowly rebuilding her life from the ground up. She found a new apartment, started a new job, and focused on creating a safe, loving environment for her kids. Every day is a challenge, but she's learning to find joy in the little things again. Her kids are in therapy, working through their own pain and confusion. She's making new memories with them, picnics in the park, movie nights, and spontaneous adventures. They're learning to laugh again, to trust again, and to believe that happiness is still possible, even after heartbreak. She's still hurting, of course. Some days, the pain feels as fresh as it did that first night. But she's learning to let go, little by little. She's writing letters she'll never send, saying goodbye to the life she thought she had, and opening herself up to the possibility of something new. If you're struggling with betrayal, remember, healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel strong, and other days you'll feel like you're back at square one. But you're stronger than you think, and you're not alone. There are people out there who care, who understand, and who want to help you through the darkness. Internet hugs to anyone who needs it today. No matter how broken you feel, there's hope on the other side, and sometimes sharing your story is the first step toward healing.